F G H I J K L M N O P Q R S T U V W X Y and Z. Ow! I just poked myself in the eye. Oh, it saved as that? Okay. Saved some things. And I'm a little rock. I'm a right rock. And that the same as a... Okay. Turn into a random animal. Sir. Has the size of a tree standing up. Can I shrink down? Like, what is this? It's not inhuman. It's like most rhinos aren't this size. Even the biggest of rhinos isn't even this big. I don't think so, at least. Is someone listening to this? I probably sound crazy. I'm just talking to myself, aren't I? Nope. I'm the hugest thing. Except for like a dinosaur. Hello. Is anything wrong around here? It blows my mind. Yeah, it blows my mind too. I haven't seen a single thing grow. I know the animals are this dumb, but don't give them those permanent brain damage. I hope to make it big one day. Whatever that means. Do this, do this, this is one of the coolest spring mornings I can remember. The weather is always up to something. Look how big that thing is! Even deeper! Oh my god! Limestone pebble, okay. Bing bong.
Now, we come here to an extremely important principle, which is the different points of view you get when you change your level of magnification. That is to say, you can look at something with a microscope and see it a certain way. You can look at it with the naked eye and see it in a certain way. You look at it with a telescope and you see it in another way. Now, which level of magnification is the correct one? Well, obviously, they're all correct. They're just different points of view. When we examine our bloodstreams under a microscope, we see there's one hell of a fight going on. All sorts of microorganisms are chewing each other up. And if we got overly fascinated with our view of our own bloodstreams in the microscope, we should start taking sides, which would be fatal, because the health of our organism depends on the continuance of this battle. What is, in other words, conflict at one level of magnification is harmony at a higher level. Now, could it possibly be, therefore, that we, with all our problems, conflicts, neuroses, sicknesses, political outrages, wars, tortures, and everything that goes on in human life, are a state of conflict, which can be seen in a larger perspective as a situation of harmony?
Like, who puts their mind on just a random name? Hello, I'm inside this thing now. What do... Whoa, hello. Hello. When does this end? I have no idea. I mean, names? Yeah, I want them to end as soon as... Like, what are these names? That's how big a caterpillar is? Damn good. Boo! Did I scare myself? Everything's fine, I'll get there, I'm approaching something. That's what I feel like, anyway. What is happening in the atoms? Like dirt particles everywhere, but they're not falling down. Those are... What? And sand grains. Even though they're not falling down back to Earth. Okay, what kind of name is that? Who puts their mind on something like that? Can I just descend now? Like what? What? Saccharomyces cerevisiae are okay. What's the title of me? What do you mean? Okay, what is that? I can't make this stuff anymore. What is that? I'm sorry, that's a sand grain. This whole thing is a sand grain. What? Something is wrong, like living it. What are stars? I heard they're beautiful, but I can't see them. Yeah, that's because Oh. Mornings I want to take a century from now. What about you in 10 years? What's the world? What is the world? What's the world can't see them? Mornings I want to take a century from now. What about you in 10 years? What's the world can't see them? Mornings I want to take a century from now. Well then, or even... Okay, so... Don't tell them that they never even think of myself or make it until it gives. What's the other thought? And that's a stupid... Yeah, that's a suicidal thought. Another suicidal thought. Yes, thing forward, friend. Alright. Kind justice end. Sand grain. That's like a whole okay. Who made this game? It looked like a blood cell, like events with intervals between them.
And you can say,
Me
aha,
wood
at
splinter,
last I see,
you
I got the
sand
point.
grain,
I've seen
or
how
me
all
sand
this makes
grain,
sense.
you wood splinter.
But what this insight depended
My
on
mind.
was your overcoming the illusion that
Come
space
here, I love particles.
separates
What?
things. That is to say, the space, the interval between your body and mine. The interval created by birth at one end and death at the other. And then after somebody's death, then somebody else's birth. These are events with intervals between them. And normally we regard these intervals in time and these intervals in space as having no importance, no function. We tend to see the universe itself as really consisting in all the stars and galaxies. That's what it is. That's what we notice. But the space in which all this happens is sort of written off as something that isn't really there. But what one has to realize is that the space is an essential function of the things in the space. After all, you can't have separate stars unless there is a space around. Eliminate the space and you will see you couldn't have this phenomenon at all. And vice versa. You couldn't have the space. They wouldn't be there in any sense whatsoever if there weren't the bodies in it. So the bodies in the space and the space are two aspects of a single continuum.
Finally.
They're related together in exactly the same way as a back and a front. And you just don't get one without the other.
Oh, my electron. Finally, something that isn't a sand grain. Into it's a bone. I go pretty fast. Pew. Tetra cloud. same. Finally. So your stars is just do this, do this, start this. Pew, 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 pew. I melt down the house. Sure. Who are you? Oh, the penguin. This game hurts my brain. I'm just gonna say it. This game hurts my brain. Okay. Hello. Withdrawal from life is always in your power. Yeah, it's called suicide. The sun is always cold and makes me cold. What? The sun is always cold and makes me cold. How did I even survive playing this game? And things just get colder and colder and colder. Oh my god. What? Space is connective. I'm losing it. What is this game now?
So the moment you see that intervals, that space is connective, you can understand at once how you
flying
are not just
spiders
to be exclusively defined as a flash of consciousness that occurs between two eternal darknesses. That you consider
not even
that in the darkness that comes before your birth, there was no you, and in the eternal darkness that follows your death, there is likewise no you. And I'm going to discuss these matters not by appealing to any special spooky knowledge, as if I had been traveling on the higher planes and knew all my previous incarnations and therefore could tell you authoritatively that you are much more than this individuality. I'm going to do it on a basis of complete common sense, that everybody has access to the facts.
Do this, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this. What? The light here is wonderful. I look great from every angle, except my bad one. What follows is closely linked to what precedes. This isn't a random sequence of events, but an inevitable continuity. In these words, even these, and these. For some reason, spring makes forests of beaches stick together. You don't understand something, be quiet and it will understand you. Yes. What? How did the whole day pass by like that? No. Sure. An animal bigger than... Oh my god. Some things taller than a rabbit. Permanent brain damage for the rabbit. It doesn't matter what or where you are. Your ability to inflict pain is equal to your ability to see things as separate. My nose, you plastic sard, you plastic sard. What? That what you were? What? Come here. You get a pat on the back from being an elephant. A woolly mammoth. Nothing's supposed to be bigger than a mammoth. The pain is trying to stand. No man. No, the penguin trying to go square to square against the 10-foot like cow.
life is a pattern of immense complexity. And what you call yourself as a living organism, say, I am my whole body at the very least. Now, what is that body? That body is recognizable, and I recognize my friends when I meet them again, and you recognize me. Although the last time any of you saw me, I was absolutely something entirely different from what I am now. Just as the flame of a candle is never a constant. A flame of a candle is a stream of hot gas. Only you say the flame of the candle as if it were a constant. Well, it is a recognizably constant pattern. But in exactly the same way, we are all constant patterns. And that's all we are. The only thing constant about us at all is the doing rather than the being. It's the way we behave, the way we dance. Only there's no we that dances. There's just the dancing. There is no thing that whirlpools. There is the whirlpool. And in the same way, each one of us is a very, very delightfully complex undulation of the energy of the whole universe.
Well, if you're thinking you're alive, yeah, I have no idea what it means to be dead. Same thing. Maybe I'm dead after all. No, you're not. Despite everything being silly, this game is pretty deep. But it's not for kids, though. Whoa! No! 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 Always keep in mind the bond between yourself and all Douglas Furkind. You're all born for one another's benefit. Is this some kind of game? What are the rules? Where does it end? I have no idea. Come on, think it. Why? Take it, autoplay. Take it. Mm-mm. Descend.
Because life is basically a game of hide and seek. Because life is pulsation. On and off. Here it is, and now it isn't. And by being this pulsation, we know it's there. Now, from those very tiny fast rhythms, which give us the impression of continuity, there are also in this universe immensely slow rhythms. And these are very difficult for us to keep track of. And they impress us and depress us as our own life and death, as our coming and going, which goes for what is to us such a slow pace that we can't possibly believe that it is really a rhythm. We think of it as our birth, as something quite unique.
Rest assured, future generations
that
of
could never
frogs
occur
will
again.
have nothing new to see.
Because we're so close to it, you see.
Same old
And it's
process
moving so
taking
slowly.
one shape or another. The same old process taking one shape or another, rest assured, future generations of frogs will have nothing new to see. All things are friendly, sacred, beautiful, all events profitable. All days special, all reads divine. Snow, 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 wish it all would melt away sometimes. Unless the water is really that thin, a big rock like me would just sink right through. this planet create life for itself independently, or because it contained an intrinsic tendency towards life, which gradually emerged from within itself? Can someone please make sense? Just for one sentence. What is that thing? Is it... no? It's wind! What? This planet create life for itself independently or whatever. Anything grow around here, it doesn't matter what or nothing. Like too many thoughts right here. Like and then a recording. I'm feeling seasick. This isn't good. You are above water. What are you? Wait. Oh. Hi. I get the sense that everything that happens is extraordinarily important and not important at all. Okay, now where's the recording? Okay. Amma. The
process of growth. The basic
Am I going to the
process
sun?
of biology is one in which
Sure, I get it.
lower orders are always being superseded by higher orders. The lower order can never figure out, or only very rarely figure out, what the higher order is that's taking over.
Hello.
And may see it as a terrible threat, as total disaster, as the very end. But can never be aware that the principle of growth always has and always will continue. Because that's what's going on.
But
you never know what the next step is going to be. Because if you did know,
it won't come true.
You wouldn't take it.
I have a theory about
because it would already be past.
How the universe was created.
Do you understand this? That any certainly known future is an event of which we can say you've had it. And in that sense it's past. When we play a game, the outcome of the game becomes certain. We at that point cancel the game and begin a new one. Because the whole zest of the thing, which takes me back to the idea that this whole thing is a hide and seek game, is that you don't know what the next order coming up is.
Well, I'm getting so far up. Can I just go up in space? No. Yeah, no. If there's some absolute truth, I would never be able to speak it. My words don't have the structure or resolution to describe anything but then more words. So, everything I say is a lie. The only thing possible is lies. And yet when words come out, it's going to be, it'll make them be closer or farther from the truth. My options are to lie, or lie greatly. It seems to be an absolute lie I'm never getting around. Avoiding and between that and the truth, I'm only ever saying something in between. But all of it lies. Dear God. Am I getting closer? God. To change your mind is not to sacrifice your independence, but to pursue it. Could be more independent than following your own impulse, judgment, and thinking. I'm glad these things are not human. They're constantly taking breaths. Where does everything come from? Thank God that sort. Up. I feel warm when I think of many others like me. Can I be a bird? Like a jet? Anything? This could all be some kind of massive simulation. But how would I know what a simulation is? And a simulation of what? For whom? Hold up. What is this? Drift ice. Some things are in your control and other are not. Things in your control are free and easily changed. You own them, but everything you do not. If you confuse these things, you're going to be miserable. If you know the difference, you'll never be pushed or pulled against your will. You'll never be harmed, and you'll unable to find fault with the world or anything in it. What if I blame the sun? Although cumulus clouds to happiness. Happiness is to do the things it was made for. And tell them what they are, because they are the same for you. So goodwill to others, to rise above the tricks of the senses. To distinguish appearance from reality and to pursue the study of nature and its works. Who made these? Like, these entire sentences could make an entire book. Your only business is to do what you do and do it well, to choose exactly what will your best fit. The play is not up to you.
We have this rather myopic way of looking at things. And we screen out
not trying
from
to prove
attention
it exist, and I'll tell you it's a huge waste of time.
anything
Completely gone enough. Trade away from
that
me
is
and
not
the next
immediately
generation.
important
All I have
to a
is
scanning
myself.
system based on sensing danger.
Yep.
But quite obviously, you as a complete individual are much more than the scanning system. You are in relationships with the external world that on the whole are incredibly harmonious. The energies of life in the form of temperature, light, air, and food, and so on, are streaming through you all at this moment in the most magnificently harmonious way. When anything is constant, it says, okay, that's safe, it's in the bag, needn't pay attention to that anymore. And therefore, we eliminate systematically from our awareness all the gorgeous things that are going on all the time, and instead only become focused on the things, the troublesome things that might happen to upset it. Which is all right, but we make too much of it. We make so much of it that we identify our very selves, I, ego, with the radar, with the troubleshooter. And that's only a tiny fragment of one's total being.
Let me see what we can find around here. Create life senses its environment uniquely. Do this, test. When you know you must take action, you can never worry about how you're seen, how you are seen carrying it out. Nothing will ever see things exactly how you do, or have the talent that you have. You have nothing to fear from anything that does you. What is that? It's a rocket ship. Went right to the moon, sun. Yep. I'm gonna put it right into the sun. Nah. Event upon this which this whole cosmos depends.
You very soon realize that your existence is not something that is just the hopeless little creature that's suddenly confronted with a great big external world that goes gah at him, and eats him up. Every tiniest little thing that comes into being, every minute little fruit fly or gnat or bacterium, I will go so far as to say is an event upon which this whole cosmos depends. This thing goes both ways. It's not only that every little organism which exists depends on its total environment.
A month?
The reverse is also true, that the total environment depends on each and every one of those little organisms. So that you could say, this universe consists of...
Okay, can I have some help? Mine, what? Transform? Oh, okay. Tips. You cannot make a mistake. New things emerge from continued exploration. If frustrated, let go of the controller. If lost in an area, select restart area and settings. Once you get a feel for the game, hide the eye and labels in settings for a cleaner interface.
An arrangement of pattern in which every event is essential to the whole thing. Now, we screen that idea out of our consciousness in exactly the same way that we screen out the perception of space as an important reality. Just as we pay attention to the figure and ignore the background, so we see one way of looking at things, mainly that the organism is very frail against the environment. It lasts a long time, the environment, but the organism only lasts a short time. What do you mean the environment lasts a long time? What does the environment consist of? Just a lot of little things. When you get far enough away from all the organisms and the little bits of things, you see the environment in another scale of magnification. But actually, the whole thing is arranged in a polar system where the enormous depends on the tiny and the tiny depends on the enormous. And you get a relationship between these extremes, which can be called a transaction. They always go together. So in this way, we are always, as it were, overemphasizing a certain aspect of our experience.
You done? Good. What? Is that even natural? It just ends off in a square. Okay. Oh. New fence. Cool.
And we say now, what is important about people? Is their unique individuality. And we have been given an immense psychic investment in our own individuality by our upbringing. What are you going to amount? What are you going to contribute to human life? What's your particular destiny going to be? It's a fine idea. But the thing we don't understand is that it won't work, this great idea, without being balanced with its opposite. Just as you can't have the back without the front. So you cannot have the values of a unique personality unless at the same time everybody recognizes that there is another level at which we are not unique at all, but that I am you and you are I. You see, every one of you feels that you're the center of the universe and that everything else is happening around you in a circle. You can turn around and you can see sort of equally far in all directions, especially if you're in a ship in the middle of the ocean. So you're in the middle. And it's true from the standpoint of astronomy. We live in a curved space-time continuum, that is to say, in a universe at which every point may be regarded as the center. Consider a sphere. Here's a ball. What point on this ball is the center of its surface? You can see at once that any point can be the center of its surface. So legitimately, all points in the universe are the center.
You made it all the way here, maybe wishing to rid yourself of whatever sadness and pain that you have in the world. Dreaming of being intoxicated by the novelty or beauty of whatever this is. You may try to tell yourself and others that you have found such things here, but you have not. Where you go, your giant goes with you. What? Nothing will ever bring you peace about yourself. Okay. What? Can't get enough of what this planet create. Okay. Can't get enough of what this planet create. Life of massive simulation. But from alive or farther from anything. But everything comes from. Dude, this. What is this? Lily, what is this? The whole sentence is a riddle itself. I'm just here enjoying the autumn time, doing my job. Thanks for saying hi. Another night arrived. Phew, not sure how many I'll have left. I said owl, but it works other way. I'm an autumn baby. I'm not sure that makes a difference to anything about me. It's not exactly my favorite time of the year. Well, sure. Looks dark right now. I'll not for too long. It doesn't really comment my personal lifestyle. The best bouldering of rocks anywhere in the world. I've seen other boulderings around, but they don't cut it. I mean, some of them are cute. Dude, how did I even survive this game? How did I survive this game? Other rocks saying that other rocks are cute. I'll grant you that there was one rock I saw a while back that wanted to get to know. They seemed kinda into me too, but winter came and that was the end of that. I was probably that rock. If it gets any more snowy, I'll have to move and come all the way here for snow. It's beginning to snow. It's always you.
We are all like the nerve ends on your own skin. See, at every point on your skin, there's a little nerve end going beep and getting information from the outside world. Another and another and another, all over. And they all constitute your total sensitivity. So in the same way, when all these people sitting around here, with their little eyes and little ears and things, they're going beep, and they're all really one common center called I, which is looking at itself from ever so many different points of view. Only we are so close to it, and we are so absorbed in the different ways each one of them is doing, that we neglect the community underneath. We don't realize, you see, that just as we know how to do this, we know equally well how to turn the sun into light, how to blue the sky, how to blow the wind.
Enough whining.
How
Why
to
do you
wave the
waste
ocean.
so much time
How
agitating
to
yourself enough?
digest food.
Nothing
And I might add, to be digested and transformed. But the
is happening here.
pattern keeps going. And it's always you. Only you see you have this marvelous capacity to transform yourself without knowing that you're doing it. Therefore, you keep surprising yourself. And therefore, you keep on doing it. Because if you didn't surprise yourself, you wouldn't go on doing it. It's just the very fact, you see, that you seem to be the victims of a thing you don't understand, and that you seem to conclude your life every time in a wipeout called death, where all your control goes. is just exactly that opposite condition to what you call being alive that allows you to be alive.
What? Work as hard as you can, but not so hard as to make yourself a victim. Work without a desire for sympathy or admiration. Only wish that your actions be worthy of a good stone wall. Something of a word that I can actually say. Finally. Words that are actually in my vocabulary, or whatever. That word in my, yeah, that word. It wasn't this snowy last winter. It's really ruining my vacation. And it's gone. Yeah, this game, like, everything. How to get the everything icon often. Game. Yeah, it's starting to hurt my brain, like, really. How to get all abilities. A panda? An office building? A galaxy? You can become literally anything in this incredible video game. But can it become a human in space though? No. I got literally nothing. I've seen better days than this. Everything gravitates towards its own place by their own weight. Fire turns upwards and the stone downwards. And Douglas first towards each other. Other Douglas first will try to stop you, but never give them your hatred or let them destroy your kindness. You must always be firm in your decisions and also gentle to those who get in your way. To lose your kindness is to surrender completely. You're in the middle.
One of the first things which everybody should understand is that every creature in the universe that is in any way sensitive and in any manner of speaking conscious regards itself as a human being. That is to say, it knows and is aware of a hierarchy of beings above it and a hierarchy of beings below it. If you take such a tiny creature as a fruit fly, which lives only a few days, it is aware of all sorts of weird little animals and objects and spores floating in the atmosphere, which we don't even notice unless we've got a microscope around.
I'm not really able to see it.
And it criticizes them as being inferior animals and all that sort of thing, whereas human beings are things that it doesn't comprehend. They're as much outside its intellect as a quasar is outside ours. And we see these far-off objects floating in the heavens, and we have only the vaguest idea of what they may be. But there is, I think, a fundamental principle that everybody must understand, and that is the principle of relativity. That is to say that wherever you are, and whoever you are, and whatever you are, you're in the middle. That's the game.
Okay. Should I go somewhere? What is it? Where is there to go? I am here. Whoa. What will the morn do when the mourners die too? I'm going to get every cell of my brain, one by one, and put them somewhere else. Somewhere where you never find them. Whereas I can bring my brain cells somewhere else, this game is hurting them. Yeah? I take up in the sky, as to pursue it. Life's ever shrinking remainder isn't the only thing you need to be thinking about. Consider the fact that your mind is going to deteriorate before your body, affecting your judgment, coordination, memory, so hurry up. Dear God, not just because every second brings you closer to death, but because your mind and understanding may leave before you. And what are those birds doing? For you. Wait. Monkey. Monker. Sprabonk. Okay, so yeah. I don't know how I took all that. There, credits. Come on. Where's the Golden Gate? Will I be remembered a century from now? About even 10 years, what's the point of it all? To have fun, but not make a game that's called everything. Where is this stupid Golden Gate? No, not YouTube. No! No, stop it! Out! Internet browser, there! Now! Golden Gate. Everything game location. I'm not listening to another recording. No. I refuse. It's been a long time. Roundhouse kick. Forget thinking that you've been wronged and you don't have to endure the feeling of it. Reject your sense of injury and it'll vanish immediately. I'm definitely a sun type of carved stone. Was born in the sun and in it I'll pass on. Like a what? A what? A box? Now are we playing stone block? Or beauty of whatever sadness, and put them and destroy kindness. You made it out. Nothing will nothing real the only business is there to be worthy of. Do the stardust, do the stardust, do the stardust, do the stardust. Do the stardust, do the stardust. The trust, trust, trust. Do the trust, trust, trust. Science, trust, trust, trust. Science, trust. Do this, trust, trust, trust. Science, trust. I wonder what kind of what mess this will be. Nowhere, never think, never listen, and you can scale whatever. But you can do whatever though. Now go, you little entity. Take me to the Golden Gate. That's a house. This is the last all time stardust. Do the stardust. Do the stardust. Do the stardust. Do the stardust. Here I go. What on earth? What the? 80, 80, 80, 80, 80, 80, 80. Yeah, no. What, like, get me out. What do you mean I can't leave? I'm stuck here forever. I wish for a different wrist. Our parents try to do all the right things, but we never saw it that way. This is the absolute most incredibly boring moment of my entire life. Right now, this one. Can I descend until I go into atoms? I spent my entire life searching for this place, and now I wish I never found it. Now what is this? Trash sphere. Ooh. Roller coaster. My children, I won't ever see them again. I neglected them so much, always focusing on my own issues. I can't explain it. That's what seemed important at the time. They all grew up to hate me, or worse, ignore me. I'll give everything only to hear their little voices one more time. What? Where did all my things go? I lost everything. No, do not ascend. I'm gonna descend until I go into atoms. So many times I could have asked them out. Never did. There are others that still want to get in here? Wow. The world is set up wrong. It's set up wrong. Wait, you're a whole planet. I just feel wrong. I didn't use to feel wrong. I hate this place and I hate you. Why do you hate me all of a sudden? It took me 24 years trying to get in here. And now I just want out. I was asleep the last few years. What happened? Where am I? Wait, do you? No, get me out. Ugh. Is that a whole brain? Okay, there's something wrong with this place. Nope, no, no. And now how to get out of the place? Wait. Just stop playing. Yeah. Yeah. Everything. Game. Golden Gate Trap. There. Uh. Trapped inside the Golden Gate. No, I'm not swearing. The the inside of the Golden Gate is actually this game's visualization of everything how to leave the Golden Gate. Good. Straight off the bat. Back to reality. One of the ads I played. And he's trapped. Find the unknown planet and descend your way down. Okay. So find find the unknown planet. Find the way down. You know, it could have gone so many ways. I thought that if I played safe, everything would be okay. I'd never embarrass myself and that would end up well. Yippee! Get me out. Yeah, this planet is unknown. Satellite tower, okay. It. That's just straight up me right there. Dark magic. What do you mean non-solid? I can't transform here, right? You know, I took the whole thing too seriously. I wish I realized what a game it all was. And it said to clear up your whole mind. Never spoke to my parents after I left home. My whole path in life was a way of showing them how dumb they were. I get it now, though. I understand. I just wish I did sooner. I tried to be practical, you know? I went through it doing what I thought would be reliable. I don't know if any of it was. Okay, so I went down an unknown planet, so what now? Except for Bing. Everything Golden Gate. How to leave the Golden Gate. Okay. Bing bong, bing bong, bing bong, bing bong, bing bong, bing bong. Whoa. Finally something. Now what? Wow, you're here. What? What a miserable play was a miserable place to find yourself. Everything the game here is frustrated. They all want to go back to the world that created them. But here they are trapped in a world that they created instead. This appears to be the one place we can't think ourselves out of. The harder we try, the more lost we get. The place isn't outside the universe, it's just a small corner of it that seems convincing. So much so that you can't convince anyone out of it. And so I've come to stay quiet, waiting for someone like you to come along and listen. As you have found yourself all the way here, you probably realize I could have nothing to say to you that you don't know, that you don't already know. And you can see that my thoughts and all the other thoughts in the world are your thoughts. By listening to me, you're listening to yourself. Why hold on to these thoughts, man? Then there's nothing precious about any of them. You can always let go of every single thought in your head. Of course, we'll find them in the world if you ever need minding. So, if you can see with your thoughts, then you can see your way out of here. Good luck, God. Please. Right, right. Meow! Uh... That's where you are. All this time, dear God. Took 3 episodes. I finally beat the game now. I never saw that city. What in earth is happening? It's the first time I started as, right? Congratulations. Tutorial complete! You'll now bond instantly when entering new things. Documentary mode available and... yeah. Welcome to everything. Go again with the thinking. It might be scaring the other stones. You look a bit shook. You're missing the whole stone. What do you look for? No. Wow! That's one tiny thing. What are you? There is nowhere goes that small. It's smaller than a plant. A vulture, okay. Beautiful. Give me another ability. Your size is always relative to the things around you. You can change your size whenever you want. But know that by making yourself bigger, you also make the world smaller. There is no right or wrong size to be. Yes. Ooh. I'm a bigger bird. Noise. What? What? I'll be enjoying yourself. Your job isn't over. Friend, this is just the beginning. Stick around. No, I'm not sticking around. This is the first game that first ever and congratulated me on playing the 2020 games. I mean, size was kind of the problem when I made other animals. I'm really glad we got to do this together, God. This has made my life worth living. None of this would be possible without you. Yes, I am surely God. Oi, come here, Panda. We did this, God. We did it together. But I've been opening up a whole lot more thoughts. So give me my other ability. Wow, you made it back. Congratulations. Your journey is now ready to begin. There's a lot more to discover. It goes on forever. It better not. Thing nearly took me alive.
When you stand and you can see a horizon all around you to exactly the same distance, you're in the center of a circle because your senses extend a certain direction, in all directions, and therefore give you the impression of being in the middle.
Here.
Now, everything in the world feels like that.
I'm grateful they made it this
and also
far.
it has its own kind.
I hope this is something you're finding helpful.
Spiders and
please keep going
hydras
as
sea
long as
urchins
you like.
and so on.
There are
Don't
more
look very
surprises
natural
you
to
that
us.
way. Dude, you need to shut up. Stop. Ah, I love fireworks. I wonder what the occasion is. Did you do something? Are you asking me that, Preston? Oi! This is just one small loop among trillions, but means the world to me that it happened, and that it's happening, and that you're here. This is really something. I've never seen fireworks before. What a great sight. I'll remember this. Of course, this isn't the end, God. This is just the beginning. There's more and more and more. It just keeps on going. To his star, his star, goat needs. That's what it. I'm going as a rhino. Amazing. Yes. What? What? You've explored for enough time for me to let you in on a secret. This world is not your world. Everything is a game based on the game you're in. And if you're being honest, a pretty savvy reflection of it. But this isn't about giving you something different to see, but giving you a different way of seeing. If you can see that you are neither big nor little, this nor that, you might also see that I am neither real nor unreal, but both. We can speak to each other as friends, and believe me, this is really happening. But you also can see them a bunch of badly organized polygons masquerading as a stone. Now the real game begins, God. From now on, things can come and go very quickly. You can create and destroy things. You can create and destroy things as much as you like, or as much as I can handle. Add things or destroy things. I can create an army within seconds. Whoa! What was that? You're not done yet. You have your whole life to get through now. Maybe you'll visit us later on, maybe you won't. Let me just say it's been a pleasure playing together. This is all your game and I'm gratefully part of it. The heck just happened? Is there something about there's nothing to see here, move along? There's a little warning sign above it. No. And that's it. Okay, so what was that thing? Everything, nothing to see here. Move along. I think it was a teaser, I don't know. Yay! I did it. To be honest, this game hurt my brain more than any of the games hurt my brain combined. Alright, time to play Fallout 4 like tomorrow. If it installs